When most people fail in life, they mostly blame it on their circumstances or situation that surrounds them, or just accept total defeat. Once they have accepted defeat, they return back to their comfort zone. For example, they become afraid to break their terror barrier. They become scared of starting up a new business or taking that big, bold step in life. However, if most people become aware that they possess more than what they think they had, they wouldn't throw up the towel. They would understand that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and by striving further, they will succeed in the places they had failed. Failure is not a failure until you accept defeat. Failure in life is a learning process. Take time to study most successful people on the planet, and you'll notice a pattern. They all fought through failures. They saw it as a learning process and never allowed it to stop them from achieving their dreams in life. It is obvious that when we shower our focus on this greatest power and we understand its unlimited measure, that we will learn not to give up until we cross the line. The consequence is that eventually we succeed by doing so. The moment you discover this power and know how to use it, then you will understand that this power doesn't judge based on appearance. You'll never allow such beliefs of impossibility once you discern the boundless of this tool within you. You'll know that anything you desire can be done or achieved because you have discovered the greatest tool which already exists within you. From the ancient of time, those who have discovered this greatest tool have used it to bring abundance of wealth, health, joy, love, happiness, and anything you can think of into their lives. This is a known truth. You possess that power. We all have that power within us. One easy and quicker way to draw this power closer to you and make it work for you is by your thoughts. We'll talk about the power of your thoughts in another video, but you surely can use the power of your thoughts to draw you closer to the greatest power within you. The next question is how? Well, when you begin to live, think, and work in the vibration knowing that there is more of you than your physical being, understanding that you're a spiritual being living in a physical body, and for you to fathom that this greater part of your existence is so enormous that there's no limit to this power, then you'll be amazed how quickly you can begin to draw this greatest power within closer to you. Subsequently, you'll start to attain more and more of this power. We are extraordinary and wonderful beings. The greatest power in us is the power to grasp this extraordinary that does exist within us. A universal law shows that we attract to our lives what we think about the most. Many people pray about what they do not want. For example, some might say, "I don't want to be poor." Technically, they are concentrating on poverty rather than saying, "I want to be wealthy or rich." The best way to make it really manifest is to use the word "I am." Say things like, "I am rich," "I am healthy," "I am wealthy and happy," etc. to yourself rather than concentrating on the negative words. By the time you understand how the mind works and using this positive affirmation and prayers, you'll be surprised how quickly you begin to attract the exact things you want into your life. We will find it rewarding when we think continuously of our higher faculties or higher powers while we keep trying to understand boundless and infinite of these great and wonderful deepness. This great power within is akin to a live current. When our mind connects with the infinite intelligence, or God as many refer to this great power or energy, it then becomes supercharged with the same enormous power. And by the way, this infinite intelligence or God also dwells in us. Most often, our mind is in contact with this great infinite intelligence. When the mind lives, thinks, and/or works in definite belief or confidence that there is more of whom we are, more that can be comprehended or quantified. Remember that we can only receive from the infinite intelligence what we visualize or recognize, because realization is the power between the outer life and the great power within us. So we can only allow into our lives those things we become aware of. The main reason why most people lack greater powers and gifts or talents is simply because they are not aware of beyond. They are limited in their reasoning faculties. They have only accepted all they have been told or taught and therefore become limited. Most people live on the physical realm, never place themselves in touch with their higher faculties or powers. They do not exercise their greatest powers. The power to fathom what we are really made of, and by doing so, they cannot even unlock other powers placed within them. We don't just have one power, we possess many other powers within us. We can now understand why humans are powerless. Humans are powerless because of their choice to remain powerless. However, when mankind decides to choose power and greatness, then they will begin to absolutely become what they have chosen to become. The good news is that we can choose power and greatness because it's part of our DNA. It's already in us. Prosperity and poverty are not two different things. They are simply two sides of the same thing. It's all about how the mind is programmed. There is more in each and every one of us than what is articulated in the average person. It is truly unreasonable and unfair to choose to remain in the bottom when you can climb up, unfair to be poor, sick, unhappy when you can be rich, healthy, happy, etc. In other series, we shall explain further how the mind really works, so please stay tuned.